Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Sian and today I'm going to share with you not really goals for this year, but one main goal, which is to have a no spend year. I'm not sure yet if this is going to be for an entire year. I'm going to give it a go and try. What I'm going to set my target as is 6 months and I will see how that goes. It's not specifically to save up for anything big. You know, I already got married 16 years ago. We bought a house 16 years ago. So all that kind of stuff I've done. So it's not specifically to save a lot of money, but I don't earn a lot of money and it would be nice to actually have some money to save up, maybe to go on holiday or just to spend on the family. So it's more of a budgeting thing than a saving for a very specific big thing. So those are my reasons behind it. The main thing I spend money on are books, and last year I read 60 books, and as my mum worked out for me yesterday, because I don't have that kind of mental maths, if I read 60 books in a year, which is what I read last year, and the average price is £7.99, then that is very nearly £480, £479. That is a lot of money to be spending on books, especially books that I'm reading once generally and then either giving away or putting in our little library here in the guest lounge for our B&B guests to read. That's an awful lot of money to be kind of throwing away. So I am not buying any new books, which is a pretty big deal for me because I obviously do normally buy my books, but there's no need for me to buy them. And I think it's really looking at my habits and how to change them. We have a library in the village. We're very lucky to have a library. If they haven't got the book in, you pay £1 and they get the book in. So it's not like it's going to cost me a lot of money if I want to get a book that they haven't got in, and then I just give it back to the library. And especially for something that I really want to read that's brand new out, that's the best possible way of doing it, because brand new books are often £12.99. So to get a brand new book for £1, read it once and give it back, that makes an awful lot of sense. I'm also not saying I can't buy anything, as in I'm trying to be a bit more sustainable, so I can, if I desperately need like a new, I don't know, coat or something, I can buy something from a charity shop. So I'm buying something that has been used before, it's being repurposed, I'm then using it. So whilst I'm saying no spend, that basically is meaning for me no buying anything from that middle aisle in Aldi, stuff we don't need from the supermarket. You know, often I just go into Asda and I'll buy a load of clothes because, you know, the kids grow out of stuff so fast. So I'll buy stuff for them and then I'll buy something for me. And I don't need those clothes. I have plenty of clothes. I don't need new clothes. I'm not saying I can't buy clothes and books. I can buy them both in charity shops, but I cannot buy them new. And I think that will have a huge impact on me and my finances. I have to admit, I have already made an error. Not great, given we're in like, what, the 3rd week of January. I drunkenly bought this top in the sale on Saturday night. Curse you, internet shopping. It makes it so easy, so simple. Even a person who has had a little bit too much alcohol can buy stuff. That shouldn't be allowed. So yes, I bought this jumper. It was in the sale. I do love it a lot. I will wear it all the time. That's got to be it. That's got to be my blip for the next 6 months, and I appreciate that's a long time. I'm also going to be quite, I will probably be quite hard on myself if I slip up again, because I was quite annoyed when I suddenly saw the email saying your item has been shipped, and I was like, what item? I don't remember doing that. So I think that I will be quite hard on myself if I do anything like that again. Perhaps I just need to turn the internet off on my phone if I'm having a kind of boozy night with friends. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Or even just not take my phone. Oh, the thought of it. So I don't really know how that's going to work. In terms of the children, obviously if they need like new clothes, which invariably they will, and especially if I'm doing a no spend year, I can't include stuff like school uniform in that, because my son starts secondary school in September and I'm not sending him in like totally other people's old clothes. I don't mind buying things like blazers or whatever secondhand, but yeah, there's definitely got to be a line where he can't kind of be teased at school, and that what I'm doing is not going to impact on that. But I am not going to just be buying them stuff. Like if you go around the supermarket and they're like, oh please, 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 can I have that or that magazine? Or if they want to buy it, they can buy it. They get pocket money, they earn money through doing chores. They have enough money to buy it. They do not need me to buy all their stuff for them. So there's a certain element of that as well. And obviously things like days out, I'm quite happy to spend money on an experience as opposed to, here, I've bought you a new pair of football boots. So as far as days out and things like that concerned, I'm not spending on those because those are the only time we really get to spend together as a family. So for us, that's a big deal. So I hope you're following with kind of what I'm hoping to do. I appreciate there are a lot of YouTubers who do like this big no spend year and literally buy nothing. I don't think I can manage that, and I think part of this is setting your expectations, because if I set my expectations really, really high, then I'm just going to fail and be really annoyed with myself. If I'm setting my expectations quite low to start with, or I'm setting certain boundaries like no books, no clothes, no stuff from the middle aisle, then I feel like I'm setting myself achievable goals, and hopefully this will be something that I can like report back on at least in 6 months and say, look, I did it. I mean, I don't really know how much I'll save, but the fact that I might not be in my overdraft every month from beginning to end would be amazing, like really amazing. I would love not to live in negative money. So that's a pretty big goal actually, I guess, for me. So that's probably where I'm aiming to be, is to be without paying overdraft fees every single month, or overdraft interest, whatever it is that they charge. I would like to be there in 6 months' time. I think that's achievable, and I think I can do it. Well, I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to do my absolute best. Let me know if you're doing something similar. It would be great to find like a community of people who are trying to do the same. If you're doing it, let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. All right, bye.